Hello, folks. So, continuing on, what you value, you got to pay for it. I was talking about stuff like health, and then beauty, so hair, looks. Um, so, looking beautiful, looking rich, looking wealthy. For example, if you want to look rich, you could buy a car, you could buy a house, you could buy costly cars, and you could buy costly two-wheelers, motorcycles, and whatnot. You don't even have to buy it with your own money. Like you can just even rent it, or you can actually just loan some money and loan the car, the house, and whatnot, and keep paying the loan. The cost you pay for it is basically the loan. You basically pay for it now and in the future. Basically, the interest plus the principal amount. Especially houses. If you want big houses, costly houses, and whatnot, right? Just a moment. I need to fart. Done. So yeah, I mean, well, if you want to look rich, you gotta pay for it, right? Like if you want to look actually rich, uh, but then the reality is you gotta pay for the loans or you gotta pay money, and you would have lost that money. So now you're rich minus all that money that you spent to look rich, right? With all your cars and houses and whatnot, and any costly stuff like costly watches and costly clothes and whatnot. So the next thing is like if you wanna look clean and very good and whatnot, then you have to pay money to actually buy good clothes and whatnot, right? Just a moment. So you need to actually pay for very good clothes. You need to pay for very good say grooming products like say beard trimmers, or if you are a woman, then people buy razors and whatnot. They raise under their arms and all, and people do crazy stuff. They do waxing and all that. Women do waxing, and I think people in the US even like go in bikinis and they do something called bikini wax. If you don't know what it is, please don't check it online, and it's like really really crazy, apparently very painful. Waxing in general is painful, and these people do waxing in like some crazy places, like their private places and close to genitals and whatnot. What else? So I mean, if you value your health and if you want to keep your health really good, you have to pay, of course, through money. Like you'll have to pay for good food, healthy, hygienic life, and whatnot. And you'll also have to pay through time, effort, and energy. Like you'll have to put in time to exercise, put in time to actually find good food, eat good food, put in time and energy and effort to actually say do mental health exercises like say mindfulness exercises, meditation, and whatnot. And for physical health exercises, do workouts, running, walking, whatever you do, basically like say riding bicycles and whatnot. You can do many things, right? People even do rowing and all that stuff, like complex stuff, simple stuff. People do swimming and all that, right? Or people just go out and play sports, basketball, football, volleyball, and whatnot. The other thing I have to pay for when I want good health is basically ensure that I don't eat junk food, right? So I pay for it. Like you could think of it as like I'm paying for it. If you actually love the junk food, I mean, who wouldn't exactly love it because it tastes really good? At least your tongue would love it, of course, and your brain would love it for the feelings that the junk food gives you, because of the sugar or the salt or the fat and whatnot. It makes you feel good, the carbs and all that. I believe there is science to it, surely for the sugar and for the salt, and I believe for the fat and carbs also, and all the I don't know artificial ingredients that they put in it, right? How they biologically engineered that food. But the thing is this, right? You pay for good health by actually avoiding these, by avoiding say alcohol, smoking, junk food, drugs, unsafe, unprotected sex, and things like that. Though it might feel good in the short term, in that moment and whatnot, it's not going to be great for the long term, right? So it's just not going to be good for you. it's better to just avoid and say no to the junk food and whatnot, all these bad habits, toxic habits, unhealthy habits, because those are going to actually come back and bite you very badly later. They'll bite you back so hard that it's going to pain really, really hard, and it's going to pain real bad and real good, and it'll literally pain. It will not just be like some metaphor pain. It'll be literally pain when you actually fall sick, right, and you become unhealthy and whatnot because of all the junk food, right? Especially when there is like a continuous stream of junk food inside your body. um, so, and there are like a lot of unhealthy habits out there, but these are just some of them: eating junk food, unhealthy food, say oily food, say I don't know, like I mentioned about, say, a lot of sugar, desserts, and whatnot, artificial sugar, refined sugar, added sugar and whatnot, and then of course alcohol, drugs, smoking and all that, and then unprotected sex, of course. You don't want sexually transmitted diseases, HIV and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, you'll have to pay for good health by saying no to bad stuff. I would say it's not exactly paying, it's just you doing your simple job. It's just, but of course, some people say they're quitting smoking or they don't smoke now. Like, that's the better way to say it. Instead of saying I quit smoking, just say you don't smoke, right? Or you don't drink, though if you had already drunk before, or if you had smoked before, or you used to be a chain smoker, or you used to be an alcoholic and whatnot, doesn't matter. What is your present? That's what matters. Just simply say you don't smoke, you don't drink. And I understand that it was great, the past was great, but then it had its own problems, right? I'm sure you know. So you basically just say that um, there are good choices, or like there are like hard choices and all. Both are hard choices. Smoking is a hard choice in the sense that you like smoking. Let's say you smoke, and of course you will end up liking it because it's biologically meant to be like that. Right? Most probably you will like it. You like the feeling and all that. You like it in the short term. In the long term, you'll feel like you want to quit because it's actually making your life miserable. The hard choice is basically that you know I would say it's hard to say no in that case when you actually feel good with it, but the hard choice is to say no. In this case, again, the hard choice is to say no, and the hard choice is to actually say yes to good health, right? So both are hard choices, like to say yes to smoking and to say no to smoking. When you say yes to smoking, it's a hard choice because in the future you'll actually face a lot of problems. When you say no to smoking, in the current short term it will be hard. You won't feel good because you didn't smoke, but you can feel good in other ways. You can find out other ways to feel good, and in the long term it will be great, right? So both are hard choices. You just figure out what is hard, like which hard you want to choose. Like people say, right, working out is hard, not working out is also hard. Working out is hard in the sense that it will take some effort, time, energy, a lot of mental strength and whatnot, and physical strength, and you need to eat properly, eat well and whatnot, right? You need to have enough energy physically and mentally. And so not working out is hard in the sense that in the future you will have problems, health problems, right, if you don't work out. So working out is hard now, but in the future it will be great. Not working out is easy now, but it's hard in the future. It's better to choose stuff that is hard now and which will give long term benefits in the future, good benefits, and will not cause any problems in the current term, right? Of course, you don't want to injure yourself working out and all that. So, work out properly and in a good manner, in a proper manner, and you'll just have some sore muscles, you'll have some pain here and there. If you do it right and if you work out properly, if you have a good trainer, if you do proper technique and whatnot, I think it should be fine. I paused gym recently though. I'm still figuring out. I think the um, what is the cost that I'm paying for it for pausing gym. I'm not probably in great health right then, so I'll be resuming gym soon. I'm yet to resume it. I'm yet to manage my time better. When I paused gym, I actually started putting other things into my life, like say making YouTube videos, blogging, spending more time on say I don't know, like learning, and stuff, and working and whatnot, my career and whatnot. And But I've been fixing my food, which I didn't do properly before. So I'm making that a habit. So once my food is properly fixed, I think gym should not be a problem. Assuming I fix my sleep timings and fix my time management in general, because it's not so great. So sleep timings, time management, all related stuff, like managing my time for work, for sleep, for eating and whatnot. These are the few things that I do, like eat, sleep, work, YouTube videos and repeat. That's all. I'll add gym to this, right? So it'll be eat, sleep, gym, work, YouTube videos. So yeah. I mean, you are gonna have to make hard choices, and whatever choice you make, whatever decision you choose to make, and you figure out all that and finally make a decision, and you will understand that your decisions will have short term and long term impact. Some decisions will be great in the short term but not great in the long term. Usually these are unhealthy decisions. Like some decisions will be great in the long term, a bit hard in the short term, but not impossible. These are usually good decisions and healthy decisions. So try to focus on the healthy decisions and good decisions, and not on the unhealthy decisions. So say no to smoking, say no to alcohol and all, say no to junk food. Try to actually focus on good health. Try to focus on stuff that makes your long term life better. But I know that a lot of people don't want to live longer and all, like they don't want to live till 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and all, or more than 100. A lot of people are like, however the quality of life will actually degrade over time, so they would rather just live for less time and live a great life, right? I mean, that's also a great choice. I mean, it's basically your life. You can, of course, do anything you want. These are just my ideas and suggestions and what I think makes sense. I think you can actually live a great quality of life even when you grow older, assuming you take care of your health, properly now and in the long term. So, consequently, your quality of life will be great now and in the future, and inevitably you will be also be able to like enjoy life, and inevitably you will want to live longer as and when you keep enjoying life more and more, than like being like, no, I'll drink more alcohol, I'll do weed, I'll do whatever I want, I would rather live less. It's like a weird idea to me. It's vague to me, it's absurd to me, but that's just me, right? It's just my perspective. I understand that for many people that makes sense. For example, I've heard people say my uncle eats parota, which is made of maida. He would rather live till 40, 50 than not eat parota and live longer. Seems weird, but sure. Why not? Right? Your life, make your choices. But yeah, remember that any choice you make, you've got to pay for it. You gotta pay for it somehow, through money, time, energy, effort, health, mental health, physical health, and then emotions, energy, stress, anxiety, and whatnot, right? So yeah, I mean, for example, if you value massages, you love pleasure, or you like feeling good. I just had a head massage. I like feeling a bit like relaxed. If you love relaxation, then massages are a thing, right? Like, but then, can you massage yourself? You can, or you need someone else. For example, I don't have a romantic partner or any friend who will actually do a massage for me, right? In which case, I would rather just be like, okay, so I just go to a salon or whatever, and be like, okay, let's just get a massage, like, get a head massage and whatnot. So I would rather do that than like spend time, energy, effort to actually find some, say, partner, and then basically fall in love and whatnot. That's like a big process just to actually get a head massage done, and that's just basically selfish. But I don't mind being selfish, but then it's too much work, right? I understand that having a romantic partner Being in a relationship, having a spouse has its own benefits, but of course it really depends. Not every spouse or every relationship partner, like, or every romantic partner is going to be like, hey, I'll do massage for you, I'll do great things for you. Need not be, right? Like, so it's not going to ensure that, right? So it's dumb if I actually go looking for a partner just because I want some hug, or just because I want some, say, head massage and whatnot once in a while, right? That's just crazy stuff. Because for example, I think that romantic relationships or any relationship requires a lot of time, energy, effort, right? So it's important to understand what you get from the relationship and what you're willing to give for the relationship, especially, and what you want from the relationship. So I would rather just say, for example, go to a salon, pay money, and spend some time, which is like, I need to spend some time like sitting there getting the massage, right? And then energy, effort, that is like, go to the salon. For me, the salon is pretty nearby, or salon, spa, whatever, and sit, and they'll do the work and just pay for them. Of course, to pay them the money, you'll have to put in time, energy, effort to actually earn the money. So of course that is there. So money still goes back to time, energy, effort only. Just that it's in the form of money, and people value money a lot. Not everyone, but most, I think. And others value time, energy, effort, um, or a mix of those. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, if you value, say, relaxation, you'll have to probably choose something like, say, a spa, go spend money, get body massages, head massages, and whatnot, right? Foot massages and whatnot. Apparently, there are very crazy massages which are basically sexual and stuff. So, I've heard something like Masti massage where people just masturbate you off or something. I don't know. Some crazy stuff. Basically, almost as good as like a prostitution or a brothel. But just not at a very high, a very, very crazy level or deep level, but this is like very basic. Yeah, I mean, whatever you value, say you value calmness, relaxation, you can also go to, say, meditation centers. You might have to pay them, but a lot of meditation centers are also free. Or you can go to yoga centers and like do yoga. So anything that you value, you got to pay for it through time, energy, effort, and probably even money, right? So yeah, I mean, India, if you're looking for good health, it's hard to find healthy food. You'll have to pay a lot of money, and you'll probably have to spend a lot of time, energy, effort to find good food, because good food, healthy food is not so much in demand. A lot of unhealthy food is in demand. So, and businesses want to strive and be sustainable as a business and be profitable. So they would rather just sell what is in demand. And what is in demand? Unhealthy food, junk food, sugar and whatnot, processed food, ultra processed food, canned drinks, packaged food and whatnot. Uh, Everyone wants to buy that only. Everyone loves eating it, and everyone loves the taste of it. So they're just selling a lot of it than anything else. So even if I go to the nearby hypermarket or supermarket store, they have a lot of junk food than the amount of, say, fruits and vegetables that they have, right? And healthy stuff that they have. So yeah, I mean, they are just packed with junk food, and that's how they can survive as a business. If everyone comes and asks for healthy food, and they don't have enough healthy food, then they would actually stock up with healthy food. But then that's not happening. So why would they stock up a lot of healthy food and keep healthy food? Because no one's asking for it. They're not going to be able to sell it. Then that would just be waste of money, and they won't profit much off it. So they would rather profit off of unhealthy food, because it's hard or almost impossible to profit off of healthy food. The market is pretty like, the market share for, like, or the number of people wanting unhealthy food is very big. The market is very big than or the audience or the customer base is very big than healthy food. The customer audience, the customer base or the audience is very small compared to people wanting unhealthy food. So yeah, so people who are selling fruits, vendors, cut fruits and whatnot, or who are selling fruits, vegetables, people who are selling, say, any healthy stuff, unprocessed natural stuff, they should ideally probably ask for more money if they aren't already, because they have a very few people buying it. And that's the idea, right? If a business has less demand, but then there is little demand and it's hard to find that food, then people just have to pay more because the supply is less, because it's hard to find that food. Supply from the business is less. So, and the demand, whatever demand is there, that is, intensity is high, but then quantity of demand is low, quality of demand is high. So people just have to pay more, because it's hard to find good food, like healthy food, good food, healthy food, and these businesses have less customers, so it's better for each customer to pay more so that they get a good full amount from the total number of customers. Because if they have a lot of customers, they would easily like sell it for less, assuming that the cost price of the food is less, and they buy it for less for in terms of wholesale price, and they have a lot of customers, and like this is the food is available in abundance and whatnot, then it's easy to sell it for low cost. Or else they'll just have to sell it for high cost. It's like how auto drivers, taxi drivers, they take less number of rides, but for each ride they actually ask a lot of money, rather than taking a lot of rides and asking lesser money. So it's just number of rides and cost of each ride, or the average cost of each ride. Same way, number of customers, average cost of the product for that is to be sold for each customer. So either you increase the product amount or have more customers. It's great if you have both, lot of customers and lot of cost for each, the average product cost. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, if you want good health, if you want whatever you want, if you want, say, relaxation, calmness, and whatnot, you have to pay for it somehow. So whatever you value, whatever you feel is important, whatever you want to focus on, so yeah, whatever you value, you gotta pay for it somehow. Just remember that. So yeah, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.